Hello, everyone. This is Daniel Topf from the Missions and Missiology channel, and I was thinking to start a new series in which I focus on the question, who is Jesus? And I'm going to make some short videos that give people some food for thought about this important question. Uh, we will work with different biblical texts, and I'll use an online Bible that parallels the biblical text in Arabic and also in English, in this case in the King James Version. And because my hope is that this will be a collection of videos that will be attractive also for Muslims to watch and for Arabic speaking populations to watch and to benefit from it. Um, And knowing that today with the internet, people can have access to learning about Jesus all over the world, even in countries where it's hard to maybe buy a Bible or visit a church or have any other way of learning more about Jesus. So here we'll start. Today's text is from the Gospel of Mark. I'm sharing my screen here, and as you can see, we've got the Arabic on the left and English on the right. And so here in verse 34, we have a section that finishes, and in 35, there's a new one that starts as Jesus and his disciples are stepping into a boat to go on the other side of the lake. And so what happens is that this lake in Galilee was known for sometimes having violent storms, and this is also what happens here, as we can see in verse 37. It says, "And there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship so that it was now full." I cannot read Arabic, so I'm just reading it in English, but I hope that people will be able to follow on the screen in Arabic. And so it was a bad situation, verse 38, and he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow, Jesus was. And they awake him and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? So the disciples are scared. They are fearing for their lives. And then the reaction from Jesus is, and he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. So he rebukes the wind, the weather, we could say, and now he in a way also rebukes his disciples, saying, and he said unto them, Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith? And then 41, and this is going to be my focus. And they, the disciples, feared exceedingly and said one to another, What manner of man is this that even the wind and the sea obey him? Other translations have the question, who, right? Who is this that even the wind and the waves, or the wind and the water, obey him? And I think this is a great way to talk about Jesus and to start talking about Jesus is by putting it out as a question, because that's what the disciples were facing. If you think about it, the disciples were all Jews, which means they had been raised in monotheism. And they perceived Jesus as a man because they could see he was walking with them, he was eating with them. Sometimes he would get tired, like in this case, and even fall asleep. Uh, so for him, for them, Jesus was a man, and yes, an extraordinary man, a prophet, maybe you could say, certainly a respected teacher. That's how many people addressed him, right? They would say rabbi or teacher, and then ask him a question, maybe. But now they have this strange encounter with Jesus on the lake where they realize that Jesus is doing something that usually only God can do, which is to control the weather and to exercise authority simply by speaking, which of course reminds us of the very first chapter of the Bible of Genesis 1, where God creates the world by speaking through his word. Um, and so here we have a tremendous authority of Jesus displayed, and rightly so. The disciples ask the question, Who is this? It seems there's more to this man than we so far have perceived. And that is the question, dear listeners, that I want to leave you with, and that you would be thinking about this in the next few days. Who is this man? Who is this Jesus? And with that, um, I leave you for today, and I look forward to engaging with you next time. Thank you so much.